There is one hidden skill that can double, maybe even triple your stats. It's the same skill that turned TJ Malone into Rookie of the Year and got him 33 points this season. That's field vision. It's the sixth sense where you can see the play before it even happens. The good news, field vision isn't just talent, you can train it. In this video, I'll show you the 3 principles that make TJ one of the best players in the PLL. That's how to read where slides are coming from and score 1 to 2 more points a game, the one-step angle strategy that instantly boosts your shooting percentage, and in the last clip, I'll show you the X assist strategy you can use in your next game, even if you've never seen it before. Let's get into it. Here's the contact dodging principle you can use to score more goals, even if you're a smaller player. TJ gets the advantage on this dodge from the first step. By keeping a calm body language, he gets the defender to loosen up on his breakdown, putting him to be a step behind out the gate. As TJ drives up, this pick is being set. The reason it's so effective is not the placement, but how TJ comes firing off the outside of it. His goal is to blow by the D-mid's outside shoulder and get the top side. Now TJ has all the room in the world to shoot it, but it also means he's all the room to get better angle. So he just continues to take more and more of that top side angle until he finally sees pressure and tucks it for the shot. Way too many players underestimate how much time they have before they have to shoot. Forcing the better angle, even if it means getting hit, is almost always the better option. Here's how using the back of your defender's head will get you more goals a game. The ball comes down the left side of the field and TJ's man is staring at it. Even at the highest levels, this happens all the time. The difference between good and great players is how you exploit it. By cutting right as his man glances at the ball, TJ can gain nearly 8 yards on his matchup. And here's the thing, TJ's man looked away for maybe 2 to 3 seconds. That's all it takes to gain an advantage. When TJ comes up towards the cage, notice how he throws a fake and keeps driving up the field to gain more angle. He's never in a rush to finish his shots because he knows even pro defenses tend to slack on the last second collapses if it looks like you're about to shoot. Here TJ shows how re-squaring your dodges can add 1 to 2 more points a game on your stat sheet. TJ's attacking downfield against Adler as his pick's coming down. The first key is his speed. By gunning at the pick at full speed, it makes it more difficult for Adler to navigate it. That forces the switch and TJ gets the D-mid matchup. The second key is how TJ re-squares after getting the switch. He wants to take full advantage of this invert matchup rather than immediately attacking. Since he has the D-mid, he attacks aggressively downhill and starts his dodge less than a foot away from his matchup. D-mids have 0 stick length advantage, so you can get into close quarters like this, giving them less time to react. The thing about invert matchup is you almost always get slid to. TJ knows this, so he keeps his head up the entire dodge and feeds for the finish. This whole dodge was successful because TJ exploited the initial advantage of the switch off the pick by re-squaring and attacking in close quarters. Here's the problem, you'll watch this play, nod your head, and then forget to do it in a game. That's not your fault. To pull this off, you need muscle memory. That comes before the play even starts, and the drills you run and then the training plan you follow. That's exactly why I built the G Elite Attack Blueprint. It's a step-by-step training plan with drills that recreate real in-game situations, just like this one. On day 2, for example, you'll run the X pop dodge progression, the same move you just saw. It hardwires the dodge into your game so you execute like the pros without even thinking. That's why the blueprint is trusted by players already committed to Harvard, Dartmouth, Yale, Virginia, and more. Click the link in the description to choose your position and start training with the blueprint today. This is how drop passes can get you more goals. TJ receives his pass on the wing and drops it at his feet and picks it back up. No big deal, but this kind of play opens up huge opportunities. Whenever you miss a recoverable ground ball or a pass, your defender will almost always try and go for it, even if they have 0 chance of getting it. Even in this clip, the D-mid realizes he won't be able to get it, but the gut reaction of moving towards it puts him out of position. TJ takes advantage of that and attacks his top foot towards the cage. Then right as the double comes, he tucks his stick and uses the pressure as momentum to get driven towards the cage for the finish. Never try to miss a pass, but understand the opportunity it can give you to score. This is why change of speed is more effective than any dodge. TJ comes down to X with his D-mid. Now most players would sprint around the crease and just hope to get a step. Instead, TJ comes in at 3/4 speed. While this seems counterintuitive, it makes the defender sit in the deeper trail position because he doesn't feel rushed, and it seems like TJ's setting up a rollback. That's why this tiny rocker into a full sprint is so effective. The pole is already sitting back expecting a roll, so even the slightest hint at it gets him to bite, and TJ moves into a full sprint at the cage for the finish. Again, TJ makes the final effort of diving to gain even more angle on the cage for the finish. Off-ball movement is the easiest way to get goals. TJ is playing at X as the ball gets whipped around and his matchup Adler is hung up top. Notice how no one else is dodging and there's practically no movement on the field. There's no reason TJ should be open or even a threat, but TJ notices that Adler chose to come behind the cage on the far side of the field. He takes advantage of that by sprinting the other way towards the ball, getting a step on Adler for the finish. The insane thing is that Adler was watching TJ the entire time, but everyone seems to forget all you need is just one step in lacrosse. Be more active off ball, take advantage of your defender's blind spots, and you'll get so many more goals. Here TJ shows how to score more points at X. TJ starts his matchup at X in an invert situation. He knows that a slide will instantly be sent, so the game isn't about scoring, it's about finding who's open. TJ is also smart enough to understand the progression of who will be open. First, it'll be the man on the crease, but only for a split second. Then it'll be someone up top in the backside. All TJ needs to see is this crease defender take a couple steps towards him to know that the crease will be open, so he instantly dumps it over the finish. As an attackman, you need to understand defense. If you know where slides are coming from, you'll know exactly where your teammates will be open. Most players try to learn this by playing games or casually watching film. But to be truly good at it, you need daily reps until reading the defense becomes second nature. That's why I built the G-League Attack Blueprint. Every day you'll break down 15 minutes of college film so you can start seeing the game before it even happens. Almost no recruits train this way, which is why the ones that do instantly stand out. Now imagine this, you're walking into tryouts as the smartest player in the field. Coaches are pulling you aside mid-practice to ask how you improved so much. You're checking your phone on September 1st and seeing offers from the schools you've dreamed of. That's exactly what Blueprint players committed to Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, and Virginia experienced. And it's what it can do for you. Click the link in the description, choose your position, and start the Blueprint today so you can step on the field this season as the players coaches can't ignore.